waiting for YouTube to gear up as well. We did it! We won the gold. We won the gold. I'm hoping, are there any haters here? Are we going to have haters? I'm hoping there are haters. Do they want to come talk to us today on this day when we won the gold? Remember when everybody said we were washed? That was fun. Oh, good, Rhonda's here. All right, there we go. I'm like, yeah, you were probably the person I wanted to hear from most because you never stop believing, legit. Okay, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Gold medal, baby. And if you're new here, people are coming in on TikTok. I'm on YouTube as well. Your comment has a higher likelihood of being seen on YouTube because there's currently only one person on the YouTube live. But Lucy Jones, let's go. Yes, we did it. We did it. So exciting. All because I didn't wash my jersey. Listen, it's a team sport. We all have to contribute. I contributed by not washing this. How do you watch the ceremony? I got no idea. No idea how you watch the gold medal ceremony. I think they do a pretty good job of making sure. Chaos corn, we love it. I think that you can watch it on Peacock, I want to say, but I could be wrong. What is a kilometer? Nobody knows. Not a real metric. Yes, put those Eagles in the chat. Put the Eagles in. Put the Eagles in. Let's see. Yeah, lots of us didn't wash the shirts. That's our sacrifice. Again, team sport. Yeah. Listen, the team sport, it's a team sport. I don't even know where my brain is. But yeah, they had us in the first half. Julian, you're correct. They absolutely had us in the first half. I'll be honest, they outplayed us most of that game. And I think that there is probably some legitimacy to the questions about the goal and the offside. But I don't really care because we won gold. I know seeing Lauren Cheney there was the one for me where I was like, yes, Steph, thank you for letting him cook. How do you watch the ceremony? I have no idea. I don't know. I think on Peacock you can watch it. My husband and I couldn't even celebrate the goal because we thought it was offside. I know. It was kind of one of those ones where you're like, okay, that was pretty. Let's just wait. Let's wait. Let's see what happens with VAR. And then it just never came. I don't know what was said during halftime, but it was needed. I really think it was actually more of Miles, you're on both my lives. Love that. I think it was the lighting. I really do. I think it's really hard to distribute the ball when you can't look up and see who your options are. So I think it got better. I also think that Yaya coming off for Brazil was a bigger problem than people gave it credit for. I think she's had a pretty good tournament. And I think that losing her out to injury caused some problems for them. Absolutely. Yeah, the VAR was on for Mal, but not for Sophia necessarily. And this is the kind of area of offside where I think you do get into, there's a lot more subjectivity. Is a player involved in the play? I think the actual determination of whether somebody's offside is quite easy when you have VAR. But is a player that is offside involved in the play? That's really challenging. So do alternates get medals? Shaw will get a medal. Only the alternates that were rostered for a game will get a medal. So Emily Sams will get a medal, as will Croy Bethune, but Hal Hirschfeld and Jane Campbell will not get medals. Yeah, Uncle had herself a game again. Like, she's been fantastic. Who had the best game for the U.S.? Uncle. Yeah, it might be Uncle. Because, like, listen, I was so happy to see Mal Swanson score. And, I thought that whole combo looked nice. But, like, I can't tell you that any of those players had their best game or had, like, for me, even a high standout game for them. So I think it's Nair. It's Nair. I don't know where to watch it. Crystal Dunn, I think you could argue that. I think Crystal Dunn had herself a good game. Where can you watch the medal ceremony? I think on Peacock. That's your best bet, I think. I think Peacock is it. That's kind of the one thing NBC does not seem to have ironed out as well as the medal ceremonies, but I do think Gold Zone should have you on Peacock or anything on Peacock. Telemundo will have it. Okay, Telemundo will have it. You can watch the podium on Telemundo, apparently. Sonnet did have some key tackles sticking in there. So Peacock doesn't have it either. Like, not even if you dig deep into, like, Gold Zone, because I would expect it to pop up on Gold Zone. Gold Zone usually shows the medal ceremonies. But yeah, it is the one part I don't think they've ironed out as well. I was looking at golf clubs and my friend texted me and I literally stopped in the middle of the story. What are you doing looking for golf clubs now? You just wait like a few hours. Yeah, the Albert Pass-In was nice. It was nice. Watching Gold Zone right now, nothing yet. Well, it takes them a minute to get the medal ceremony going. So, when is the ceremony? I don't think it's like immediate. It is now, but it takes a beat. So Corbin thoughts, I thought nice ball in. generally decent positioning on the defensive mid end, but I mean, I think other than the one pass in, lacked distribution. But when you got her the ability to distribute, it went well. So Gold Zone has track and field. Let's see. It says coverage concluded though. Telemundo is still showing the game. Okay, everybody says Telemundo is where to go. Back to real life now. Will this affect the FIFA rankings? It should. Okay, what's Gold Zone? Alyssa, you've been missing out. Gold Zone, it's like Red Zone, but for the Olympics. And it just switches to like whatever event is at like its gold medal point, including the ceremonies. Gigi, I thought I could look during halftime. I mean, were you online looking or were you in a store? It doesn't matter. Do you know where we can watch the medal ceremony? Everybody's saying Telemundo still is showing the game. So let's see. When is the ceremony? Okay, multi-view on Peacock, you can see it too, everybody's saying. So multi-view on Peacock has it. Telemundo has it. My player of the match is probably going to be Alyssa Nair, I think is where I come down on that. That was a killer save. She did a lot of really hard work there to keep us in that. So I thought she was great. Is Davidson okay? Yeah, Davidson's fine. I think, like, again, contusions are just a little bit rough. Like, it's really about how long can you, if she is still in pain, which we have to assume she is, right? Like, you're not doing any further damage. It's just like, how much can you play through the pain? And could you do damage by overcompensating and like running funky? So it's just, that's more of a pain management thing. And as you start running and moving, like, does the blood pump in? Like, what can we do? So, let's see. Nair is currently winning women of the match. Yeah, I mean, also the recency bias of that save being right at the end, I think really helps her in general. So France dropped below North Korea. I mean, the North Korean program, I have a lot of questions. I read a very interesting long form about it from like 2021. I think they will reach a point here very quickly where they can't continue to do as well as they're doing, but it's interesting. You can watch the ceremony on multi-view on Peacock, or everybody's saying Telemundo still has it. So those are your options. Bella, happy tears, happy sobs, I assume. Unless you're sobbing for Brazil and Marta, which I can also understand. Let's see. Yeah, Peacock on multi-view, but if you try to click on it, it says coverage concluded. Okay, so Chaos, thank you for the roses. I do think Gold Zone is pretty good about actually showing the gold medal ceremonies for most of the ones you would care about. So I do think it'll pop up there. But otherwise, Telemundo seems to have it. Germa had an uncharacteristically off game. Luckily, the defense had her back. I don't disagree, but even Naomi Germa having an off game means she's like an average world-class defender as opposed to like the best one in the world. So, but yeah, I mean, look, she looked tired. You can see it. She's not as light on her feet. Like it's very obvious. She's sticking in. Like she doesn't usually do that. So, thoughts on how this changed the U.S. Women's National Team program going forward? I think the big thing as we reflect on this is we actually got a lot of pieces together very rapidly. The front line looks great. The defense looks great. I really think that the issue here is the midfield and who are you developing and how. That's kind of the question. And obviously you want to make sure you add now depth to that front line and to that defense so that, come next World Cup, because we just never know what's going on with injuries, or just where players are going to be at in their lives in general, we have options. But I think the task number one is sorting that midfield, because right now you don't have enough. You don't even have like a great starting lineup there. So I want to see more of those players working in. I think that's the big task. But surely Johannes has to find this result appealing. I mean, I would hope so. Who do I see coming down the pipeline in the midfield besides Corey? I mean, I think Hal Hirschfeld should get more time. I think Andy Sullivan should get more looks. I'm honestly not super concerned about the 10. I'm really concerned about the 8 and 6. Very concerned. Set pieces were atrocious. It needs to be fixed. And I do not, like, Kat Macario, every time she takes a set piece, beautiful. Be it a free kick, be it a corner, be it, like, so I don't know if, like, somebody needs to go figure out who taught her how to do that and then give somebody else some lessons, but, like, she's just fantastic. Win-win for you as a Brazilian American. Oh, yeah, Mr. Krabs, I'm happy for you. I wanted Haran to redeem herself on that free kick, but alas, I know. We all kind of did, but it didn't happen, did it? It didn't happen. Hirschfeld should have been rostered over Corbin. I can absolutely see the argument for it. It's more about having worked in because, like, if Hirschfeld had been part of this roster back at Gold Cup, and there's a very strong argument she should have been included there. I think this looks different. I think she is the one starting and playing in this game. It was a little bit about, roster familiarity and who has had minutes under them, and that's just based on the tight timeline. So the cool part here is being in CONCACAF, like we don't have a major tournament until 2027 now. So you've got 3 years to do all this and try to find it and gel it. And I hope we do another Gold Cup. But you've got time now to go try to figure out what works and really test it. So Telemundo, Gold Zone, and Multicast are all up. We'll see which one works. Yeah, just keep. I will announce it when somebody says that something's going on. I will tell you all happily. So Coffee was so much smarter with tackles. She's learned. Yeah. Well, and I think too, like there's the tackles like coming in like and getting stuck in and like them being a little messy. That is a fatigue issue. It is not necessarily an experience issue. That is almost always a fatigue issue. Or you're just being outplayed. So, but for Sam Coffey, it's a fatigue issue when that was happening. So, how do I feel about Rose not playing? I'm not sure Rose is healthy. Other people have theorized it that Rose was out with injury and that we just dressed her to like mess with them. And that wouldn't surprise me with Emma Hayes. She's done that before. I'm a little surprised she didn't sub on later in the match. If Rose had started, we'd have had more goals due to our creativity and the spaces left Brazil left to pick up passes. I don't know if I agree with that. I think if Rose starts, you don't have the double pivot, so you're going to get attacked in the middle and out wide, and at least we kind of only got attacked out wide. And you also have the sun issue would have still been there. So it would have still just been really difficult to see the lanes. Might have been Fox's best game this Olympics. Happy for her. I thought last game was probably her best game this Olympics. She had a lot of really important moments this time, but I think even she looked a little gassed as well. Let's see, multi-view gold ceremony. Okay, are we saying that's what happened? Did Rose go down last game? No, but she's Rose Glass Lavelle. So, okay, there's 1,000 of you in here on TikTok, so I'm just going to remind you all. Your comments come in very fast. I will try to get to them. I'm not ignoring you if I don't see it, but you have much better luck on YouTube where there are only 66 of you. Also, just a quick like, subscribe, follow, all those things, because why not? 6s or 8s to look out for. 6s or 8s to look out for in the future. Lily Johannes is the big one. I think she's, just the brightest star you could get. Other folks in the pipeline. There's a lot of people who've said Jalen Howell should get a call in. I don't think that that's wrong. Has had stronger other seasons for me in NWSL besides this one, but I still think should get called in. Hal Hirschfeld, obviously. I think Andy Sullivan deserves another look. So is Haran on her way out? I think you need to be looking at non-Haran-centric midfields. Oh, baddies, thank you for the corn. It's corn. I think Claire Hutton is a promising person. I like some combo of Johannes, Macario, Shaw, Albert, and Coffee in the center and mid. Yeah, I think you need to develop. I think I want to see other 6s in particular because I think Sam Coffey is doing a good job. I think the expectation that we would ever find another Julie Ertz is misplaced. You're not going to find another Julie Ertz. So you just need to be able to play a double pivot properly. And again, keep in mind as we move forward post these Olympics, you are focused on 2027. There is nothing between now and 2027. There's nothing. So it is literally all about the 2027 World Cup. Oh, Corin, thank you for the rose. It is all, and the other rose, it's all about 2027. So you're not going to be building or wasting time on players that you do not think will be here in 2027. So, the over 30s, you're going to start to see them rotate out. You just are. Let's see. Mel B wants she has more time at the wave. Maybe. Where is the ceremony? I think I saw somebody say multi-view on Peacock had it. Is there an MVP? Oh, Pootie Tank, thank you for the W coins. Appreciate you. Croy Bethune's going to be great for us. Absolutely. What if they do another CONCACAF W Championship or Gold Cup between now and 2027? I think they should do that. I would like to see us get another tournament. I don't like the idea of there being no tournaments between now and 2027 to actually test things. But I also think, the closing ceremony is tomorrow at 3:30. But their gold medal one is today. It should be. Telemundo has an Emma interview. Sorry, going back to talking about Gold Cup. I hope there's a Gold Cup between now and 2027 just because we need somewhere to test ourselves. That all being said, I don't, in the grand scheme of things, care if we win the Gold Cup. It's just not that. It's a new tournament that we all kind of made up. And if they were to do one, I think it would be a good option for exploring possibilities again. So there is no Gold Cup. Yeah, there's not right now, but they've talked about adding one to the calendar. So we'll see. I hope they do. Are they going to have a parade in New York? I don't think they do. Okay, Peacock Multiview is showing the gold ceremony. That's in all caps. So for those of you who want to see the gold ceremony, Peacock Multiview, that is there. Okay. Do I see Alex Morgan getting a call again or no? No. Again, same issue. It's not even really about how she's playing now or that conversation. It is everything now has to be about 2027. That's it. It's all 2027. Maybe they do some kind of retirement game or like, thank you game. Oh, Ochoa, thank you for the confetti. Maybe they do something like that for kind of this generation of players. Yeah, She Believes is not a real tournament. That's not a real tournament. Corin, thank you for the rose. Chris, thank you for the rose. I'm sorry, I will never consider it to be a real tournament. It's two friendlies that they marketed better than the others. But yeah, Alex Morgan already 35, right? She's 35 or 34. I think she just turned 35. Chris, thank you for the rose. 2027 is not in contention for her, so I don't expect to see her with the with the team again. Comment, it's real. No, it's not real. I'm sorry, it's not real. I feel like with everything Alex has done, she deserves a send-off game. Listen, I think a lot of these people deserve send-off games. I think it to the extent that they're a thing. And I think this is the last generation. I genuinely mean this. I think this is the last generation where you're going to see send-off games being a thing at the national team level. I think that with the development of the leagues, you're going to see far more players, Alex Morgan included among them, whose time with national team programs runs out before their playing days are over. So I think Alex Morgan has quite a bit more time to give with San Diego Wave. And based on what she said, that's certainly her ambition. But I don't think she has it with the national team. So let's see. Gurma for gold, absolutely. Did you all see the sign of the little girl whose name is also Naomi Gurma and she's 7? We could be cloning Naomi Gurma. We could have two. Who knows? Who says no? Charlie for 2027. It's too early, Molly. It's too early. But I'm like, I don't know what, 2036? 2036 to be there. Sorry, that's wrong. Not 2027. What is it? 2035. Sorry. Do I think Morgan will retire? Not from football. I don't think she's going to retire from the sport entirely. I think she's going to play quite a bit longer with Wave, actually. But I could be wrong there. Just depends. When do FIFA rankings get changed? No idea. I've never cared about the FIFA rankings. I just haven't. Let's see. The video from a few years back of Rose Lavelle meeting another Rose Lavelle is adorable. Matt, I haven't seen that one, but I'll have to check it out. Let's see. Love Alex. She just isn't in form at the moment, even with age aside. I don't disagree with that. But there's also, I think, that's the thing is, could she, if her age was not an issue right now, could she, in theory, get back into form? Sure. But the problem is, why would you waste minutes on somebody at the national team level who is, going to be 38 in 2027? It's just not. There are players who do well at that age, and I'm not counting her out from that. I just don't think that, those are very much exceptions. Megan Rapinoe playing to the level she played for as long as she did is an exception. Marta being here is an exception. Could Alex Morgan be one? Sure, but I would be surprised. Reports of our demise are greatly exaggerated. Correct. Absolutely. We're back. I haven't seen any of the haters. Where are the haters? Super weird. England, did you all go to bed already? I don't know. Netherlands, where y'all at? Where have the haters been? Let's see. I want Alexi Lellis to speak now. Yeah, I know. Well, apparently Carly, I can't tell because she blocked me on Twitter, but my dad told me that this is what she was saying. All of a sudden, once the Emma Suffer Pain Cave thing came out, she's like, yeah, Emma Hayes getting the tough back in there. It's do you have anything else to say? Anything ever? Emma Hayes is crying on NBC. Oh, Emma. Oh, I'm so happy for everybody. Back on NBC. Okay, the gold medal is back on NBC. So happy we won. Did you think this was the toughest game of the tournament? Matthew, I don't know if it was the toughest, but I do think we played the worst. I think it was our worst play the entire tournament today, and we still got to win. And sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. Europe cowards for having the Euro winners play Copa winners instead of CONCACAF. I mean, this is where champions are built, is CONCACAF. Everybody knows this. So everybody knows this. Let's see. Who's going to be the coach for Wave? I still think Tony Gustafson's probably the front runner for that. Are they having the medal ceremony now? Somebody said it's back on NBC. So, yes, Allie, you missed a chapter. And my friend, do I have it handy? Hold on. Let me see if I can. I don't think I get it. But my friend Eel Designs Art even sent me the Carly Lloyd blocked on Twitter t-shirt for fun. So, yeah, I got blocked. No idea why. I literally hadn't talked about her on Twitter in 8 months. And even then, I was never like super active on Twitter at that point. So, yeah, I think Sanchez deserves another look. Time to bench Horan. I think it is time to explore midfield options that are not reliant on Horan. I'm not counting her out yet, but I think you gotta find, because like, what if she gets injured? What if she just doesn't want to play anymore? Like right now, you've got it's very difficult to build a midfield with the current players on this roster that does not require Lindsay Horan to play. So, will Nair be around for 2027 or phased out? That's up to her. Goalkeepers can play longer. Goalkeepers, just because it's less mileage, absolutely can play longer. And a lot of them, as you're seeing with Alyssa Nair, hit kind of a career peak in their mid-30s. So very possible she can be around 2027. It's up to her. I think that if she would like to, she's fine. But if she doesn't, I think it's really her choice. She's got more options. Let's see. Chances of women's Copa and we get invited. I think that could happen. Absolutely. What player who played now won't be around? I don't think you'll see Dunn. I don't think you'll. I think I don't think you'll see Crystal Dunn. I don't think you'll see Casey not Casey Murphy. Sorry, Casey Kruger. I think is a no. Yeah, I think that's probably of the ones that like you saw get meaningful time. There's that. No, we don't have a fifth star on the shirt. The stars are only for the World Cup. Only for the World Cup. Okay, let's see. What are the odds of Horan being benched? I think they're gonna explore non-Horan centric midfields. I think that's going to happen. Claro Sports on YouTube is showing the gold medal ceremony. Okay, so Claro Sports on YouTube has it as well. Won't see Sonnet. Yeah, I think Sonnet's probably a no-go next time too. Thank you for that. What's up? I thought Albert positionally did the 6 well. Like I thought she was in the right spots. Other than it's like always funny. It's like other than the goal, the distribution was off. But yeah, the distribution was. She struggles with that when she's in the 6. And the moment she had the good through ball, she had kind of broken out of the 6 a little bit. So that's something to work on. But I don't think that's where she wants to be playing, and I don't think that's where she's best used. So, okay, could we see Giselle Thompson by 2027? Yeah, absolutely. Rose, why didn't she play? Could have been tactical to allow for personnel in for the double pivot. Could also have been that she's banged up and we don't know about it, and Emma didn't want to tell us about it. Type in Clark Sports or Claro Sports, one of the two. How can we watch the ceremony? People can't find it. So people are saying if you type in Claro Sports, it's up. I could have sworn somebody said NBC had it back. Savvy didn't get to see Shaw. I am too, but she got to be there. She gets to get the medal. And she's so young. Her time is just starting, really. Who on YouTube is showing the ceremony? It's Claro Sports, I think. In the comments on TikTok, people are saying CLARO Sports. So if you go there, you should be able to find it if you're looking for the ceremony. Olympics really showed how much talent the NWSL has. Looking forward to 2027. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think, look at this. You got 2 teams where most of the players play in the NWSL. So, what's a kilometer? Yet again. Does see Ella Stevens ever getting a call-up? I don't know. I think she's playing pretty well. And I think she provides something different in a position where we lack other options. So I don't think the ceremony has started yet. Okay, it's starting now. Everybody says it's starting now. All right, y'all, I'm going to go watch the ceremony too. It's been so fun hanging out with you all. Like, subscribe, follow. If you're new here, we talk soccer all year. It's not just for the Olympics. So be sure to, follow along. Why not? And we'll have a pod up for you probably tomorrow. So looking forward to talking to you all then. Let's fucking go. Gold medal. What's a kilometer? Hello to the haters. And catch you next time. All right. Bye, YouTube.